What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today you're going to be watching Bridgerton. This is episode 2 of season 1. Hopefully you guys seen the first episode. Highly recommend going back and watching it if you didn't, so you don't miss out on today's spoilers. Now, it turns out that the Duke, he said that he didn't want to get married really, and we couldn't even find a suitor for Daphne, could we? Her brother was literally stopping every single person saying that he wasn't good enough for her in the first episode, and then his mum come in and he was saying, do you want to be the man of the house or do you want to be a brother? You have to make decisions. A man of the house would have set her up with a date already. You know, they would have secured her legacy, secured her family, you know, her wealth, and he ended up pairing her up with some real creepy guy, honestly, like some proper creep who's been, he was saying that he's had his eyes on her for years, and she was like, what, when I was like 5 years old, do you know what I mean? Like, and then they ended up arguing outside. He went to grab her and she clocked him, proper knocked him out, and the Duke was there and he was impressed, and he said to her, he offered her a proposal. He basically said, you're trying to find a suitor, I'm trying to get people to leave me alone because I don't want to get with anybody. How about we create a plan together that we pretend to be a couple in front of everybody, and that way everybody's going to be drawn to you, all eyes on you, while leaving everybody off me, which is a fantastic plan really. And that's where they ended the last episode. They was dancing around at the ball, and it went off. So that is where we're currently at. Hopefully today's another great episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash a like on the button. Subscribe if you're new. Just let you know, we posting Vampire Diaries for the full year. We're on season 1, currently just steaming our way through. So if you're enjoying that, or you think you'll enjoy it, please check out the channel. And yeah, let's jump into today's video. Thanks for clicking on my channel, and let's hope you enjoy it, and let's hope it's a great episode.
Your Grace, I shall need you to push.
You must breathe, Your Grace. Someone must tell me something. I must know if I am at long last to have a son.
Forceps. It is a boy, Your Grace.
Oh, is this a Duke's dad? Is this a Duke's birth when he was first born?
I have a son!
She's gonna die from it, isn't she?
There is too much blood.
Simon Arthur Henry Fitzranulph Bassett, the next Duke of Hastings.
Well, dear reader, the scandalous accounts from last night's soirée at Vauxhall are quite shocking.
Arrived, Your Majesty! At once. At once.
Oh, so look at her, just look naked in front of them all. That girl in the background's put her head down instantly. But even she's interested in what's being said in these letters that are going around, isn't it? Like, you wouldn't think that she would actually pay attention, but it's obviously getting to everybody, because she said she was name dropping it and people are starting reading it and putting rumours together, so now she's jumping on the bandwagon.
Emerging phoenix-like from the ashes of irrelevance is one Miss Daphne Bridgerton.
He is smiling. The Duke rarely smiled. Life as a duchess will have many demands. Hosting balls, greeting foreign dignitaries.
Is to ensure I marry my very first season.
I shall grant you 4.
6 balls.
5.
6. I need my sunflowers. Today. Expensive ones. Know about what happened last night with Lord Bergbrook.
Ah, yes. How is your hand this morning? You must know you did nothing wrong.
What I know is that even the rumour of my being alone with a man, let alone punching him.
Well, how did it happen, Mama? Is it to be a baby?
That will be enough.
Oh, how did it happen? Is it going to be a baby? Obviously, they're wondering. Obviously, she got pregnant prior to coming to these people, I'm assuming. So, yeah, they probably were trying to wonder out who the dad is. Or maybe they're not old enough to have the talk yet, and that's what they're trying to get out of the parents.
There's no need for your hysterics.
Why is Miss Thompson to be kept away?
Because her condition is catching.
Oh, no way.
And having a nice face and pleasant hair is not an accomplishment. Do you know what is an accomplishment? Attending university.
That is an accomplishment. Well done. And this person, I actually think she's really decent.
For a man, I could do that. You
know?
Oh,
no, why can they not do it?
Stand by and watch dear Mama appear proud. Because some man should like to admire my sister's face and hair and fill her up with babies. Your father should still want a boy.
It's not my Mama. It is a maid.
Which one of your maids is married?
She's not married.
Oh.
How did she become a child if she's not married?
I do not know. But I will find out.
How does a lady come to be with child?
Oh, here we go.
Eloise, what a question. I thought one needed to be married.
Whatever are you talking about?
Apparently it's not even a requirement. Eloise, that is more than enough.
She's the best.
Daphne, please, you were playing so lovely. Please do go on.
At all, Mother.
Take our sticks out.
Colin Bridgerton.
The Duke, you already have a caller, dearest.
Well, I suppose now I have more.
You said you wanted this handled quickly. You gave me your word. And I intend to keep it. You were the only man who proposed, therefore the only one I thoroughly considered. This is nothing more than a terrible confusion. For now, you must go. Disrespectful, sister.
Disrespectful? I cannot imagine a greater show of disrespect than promising me to Nigel Burbrook.
Anthony, tell me you did not.
He's a fine choice. I looked into him.
You promised your sister to that man.
Not well enough, apparently.
They are courting.
They've danced a couple of times together at a ball. Colin has done the same with Penelope Featherington. It does not signify
They
that...
promenaded this morning and he sent flowers today.
I have acted in your best interests, sister. One day, you will understand. One day, you'll be most appreciative. The contract to Burbrook will be drawn up, and you shall marry him.
No chance.
There is only the Duke.
I wonder if she's thinking that he likes her now. Not.
Upon my return to town. Admit it, friend. You missed me.
Are you courting my sister?
Should I not be courting your sister?
No. And I can think of dozens of reasons why, starting with she is my sister, and ending with she is already engaged to be married. He is my sister.
Yeah, but he's a better suitor for his sister, though. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I understand. Like, I do understand that it's your sister, but he can give her the better life, and that is surely what you want.
I was unaware of an engagement.
I even know where he's been these past few years, right here in London, as opposed to some gambling hell or backwater slum, or wherever it was you chose to fuck about for God knows whatever reason.
Oh.
But surely you can understand that family must come before all else.
Exactly, that's why you should be giving the good intentions and choosing the best option.
Why is he not saying anything? He's 4 years old. He should be able to speak. Let us hear it, boy. Give me a word, a grunt.
Oh, he's got a stutter.
Do you know how precarious of a situation we are in, boy? We have been granted this line. His name cannot land in the quivering hands of a half-wit.
Why,
Get him out of my sight. This boy is dead to me.
Wow. And what's mad is people like that in real life. I mean, how can you just disregard your kids and stuff? I mean, guy's got nothing wrong with him. He's just got a little stutter. They can easily be rectified. Them, just a bit of practice. Like, well, that's ridiculous. Oh, she's gonna ask how to get pregnant without having a husband.
How did it happen?
You don't know that.
Cake. Cake.
Oh, she's gonna stop eating cake.
Sir George Crane sneaked me a wrapped bundle of cake and biscuits. The vicar would have had his head if he knew. He went off to fight with Wellington. But he continued to write. See?
Wow, that is some mad flexibility.
To be entertained,
Wow.
enthralled. Should the royal physician seek to tell me my husband is dead, Brims?
Do you believe so, Your Majesty?
Then tell him I'm occupied. And bring me my stationery at once.
Will it be the rubies or the pearls, miss?
Oh, the pearls, of course.
Good heavens, what is it, Mrs. Wilson?
The Queen, Ma'am.
Has she fallen ill?
Has King George caused her harm?
Oh, she's requested her.
Stationery.
She has written to you, my lady.
Oh, to her mum?
I'm invited to a private tea with the Queen in 2 days'
Wow,
time.
imagine that.
London season is already terribly monotonous as it is. Must your wardrobe do the same?
I was told this look is all the rage.
Certainly not mine.
Your mother would weep to know her dearest friend was a stranger to her son. You look just like her. And a good thing, too. But there is only so long one in a position such as ours can hide. Instead, I made myself frightening. I sharpened my wit, my wardrobe, and my eye, and I made myself the most terrifying creature in any room I entered.
Innit? If he's got something that people are gonna judge him for, he needs to absolute alpha everything else, so he's dominant. Do you know what I mean? He, like, instead of focusing on his stutter, right, they need to focus on, wow, look at the presence of this guy. Do you know what I mean? He needs to absolutely shift the vision over to his absolute aura, like, and then people will slowly, like, begin to understand.
And I will help you to overcome this stammer of yours. But in exchange,
What a nice woman.
You must promise me that when you step into the light, you will be worthy of the attention you command. Shall need someone else to seek me a glass of ratafia then, Lord Bridgerton.
She's deterring him away.
Of course.
You will be glued to my side all evening. And we must look like we are enjoying ourselves, as difficult as that may be.
Yes, quite.
Look, he's enjoying it. Look at the smile on his face.
Unclear this morning. Is it your wish for me to insult your sister, Bridgerton? On the contrary, you wish your sister to marry a loathsome toad, then.
Lord Bridgerton, forgive the intrusion, but if need be, I will happily restate my intentions with respect to your sister. I shall do my best by your sister, Bridgerton. And perhaps even she might learn to return my affections over time.
Oh, do come off it, Burbrook. I presume he failed to mention how he got that purple eye.
Dignify with words when your sister plans to face her. Deservedly so.
My lord, you must know.
Daphne would have surely told me if this were true. You will never speak to my sister again, Burbrook.
But we are to be married.
You are to be buried if you so much as look in her direction.
Brother.
You need not worry about Burbrook. Sister, it is done.
Quite capable of speaking for myself.
He's gonna have to kiss her.
You had no right.
I was trying to help.
Well, you did not.
You follow me, Burbrook. I thought this matter's settled.
It was settled. Last night was a mistake, I admit. A temporary lack of judgment. So why can you not just let me have this one?
Because I think it really ought to be up to Miss Bridgerton.
When I'm buying a horse, I do not negotiate with the horse.
Should you continue to
Wow, when I buy the horse, I do not negotiate with the horse. Wow, that is so bad. Like, he's not buying a wife. I mean, he thinks he is. Like, you don't buy love. Do you know what I mean? Wow. That line, right, is mad disrespectful, honestly. It speaks levels of this person.
Loosened, damaged, not intact.
Stop. Wow, this guy needs to stop, innit?
I shall not have you question the lady's unimpeachable honor again.
Yes. I know how
this guy's
badly
asking
he
for a
wanted
punch.
son, an heir. And I know how badly he tried to get one when it seemed your poor mother could not deliver.
Innit? This guy's asking for that. Yes, mate. Deserved it. That guy totally deserved that, and that transition was sick.
Well, this is a most unwelcome intrusion.
I thought your grace might be relieved to know that your son is alive and well.
I ride, and I fence, and I shoot. Exceptionally well, I am told.
You are my worst failure.
Wow, this guy's so bad.
Pardon.
I am sure you do.
I shan't again.
So long as I may remind you of your place, which is out of my sight, and with your bitch mouth shut.
Wow. I can't believe how disrespectful they are to women in this show.
It is a deep enough wound to live with the knowledge that you shall one day inherit Hastings.
It's brutal. Honestly, those words coming out of that guy's mouth is absolutely brutal, mate. Honestly. Imagine speaking to your kid like that. Speaking about your kid like that. Speaking about your wife like that. Just... so disrespectful. I can't believe it. Like, I'm trying to think of how that kid must be feeling standing there listening to them. Well, it's no wonder that Lady Dansbury, is that her name? Like, the one that's with him now, no wonder he's got so much respect for her. She's giving the time of day. She's his mum and his dad. You know, she's literally giving him everything. This guy, wow, so bad. I just imagine having somebody like to dress you up and stuff. It's crazy.
Mama, might I go play with Eloise?
Lady does not play, Penelope.
Forgive me, Mama. Might I go promenade for suitors with Eloise?
Very well, then.
She just wants to be a little girl, like...
Well, what have you learned from your maid, the one who was in the family way?
With love. Look at my Mama, 3 children. Would anyone presume that had anything to do with love?
And she has even greater reason to be frightened. Once she's married, her life is over. Scarcely an escape, Penelope.
You're not aware, sister, of what Burbrook attempted. I would have hoped you. You should have told me.
Would you have believed me? You are late.
Apologies. Should we rejoin your family at their camp?
Certainly not. Yet have you considered you are not the type women wish to marry?
I do suppose if I were forced to take a wife, you would be the least objectionable option.
Was that meant to be a compliment?
Yes, but it is no matter, for you wish to marry for love, do you not?
Of course I do.
Look at his face, he's gonna see it.
What have you done?
Taken matters in my own hands and sought a special license for my wedding to Miss Bridgerton.
There is to be no wedding.
I have told you, the arrangement is cancelled.
What would someone like, say, Lady Whistledown do with such unseemly information?
Is that a threat?
It is certainly not.
Oh, I feel like the Duke's just going to propose just to get this guy out of the way. First of all, I don't know what he's got in his hand, right? But how has he done anything to like secure the marriage? Like, who's signing it off without her permission? I don't understand. I don't get how she's not in control of who she wants to marry. Like,
because in 3 days, I am to marry. I have the diamond of the season. I have
nobody
the very
wants to
best
marry
that
her.
Tom has to offer. I have a Bridgerton. Bridgerton.
Guy's determined.
Hastings.
He may decide to open his tiny mouth at any moment, and then I shall be ruined. As will we all. I must marry Nigel Burbrook. It is the only choice.
But it is not simply a partner that marriage provides. You will have comfort and a house to tend, and most importantly, children.
She is the best one. Oh, she's gonna get a suitor.
Just different. I watched Daphne prepare for these balls, with all of those dresses and the many suitors, and I am exhausted. Suppose I want a different life, Benedict. That I truly believe I am quite capable of something more.
Oh, he's getting proper knocked out today. He's not focused.
I became acquainted with Mr. Mozart when he was not 10 years old. The boy accompanied me as I sang an aria. Brimsley. Fresh snuff.
Hey.
If we were to speak freely in his presence, before long, the whole of England would know our business.
I see.
That's hilarious that the Queen, she doesn't speak in front of him.
Surely the entire Mozart family would have felt the repercussions had their boy stayed forever in Salzburg.
Oh, she's speaking metaphorically.
Would you not agree?
What are we to do, Mom? We are to invite Lady Burbrook over for tea, Mrs. Wilson, at once.
I often say, God did not bless me with another because perfection had already been achieved.
My goodness.
Bridgerton, allow me to set my eyes
Oh, wow.
upon you.
Look at the way she's singing.
It was a terribly late evening.
Well, the excitement, I suppose. Yet you must try harder, dear. I prize accomplishment over beauty.
They believe themselves the sun and the moon, when in truth it is us ladies' maids that do all the hard work.
I have one just like her.
You are quite fortunate, though. How troublesome could a household be with only Lady Burbrook and the young Lord Burbrook to look after?
What have you found? What is going on? Well, you could not think I would ask that woman for tea without a thought for you, could you? The help here is everything, as we all know.
She has heard a good deal, in fact. Lord Burbrook has a boy by one of his maids that he refused to provide for.
But they will if Lady Whistledown does, so we
Oh,
shall do
that is
what women do.
gossip.
We shall talk.
Innit?
Well, every baron has a bastard.
A bastard who sent away before the miss even popped?
You don't say.
Oh, God.
So Jenny and Mary.
Book by its cover. But in the case of the bumbling Baron Burbrook, it seems his displeasing appearance is quite an apt metaphor for the state of affairs in his household. Might involve sending some much overdue funds to one former maid and young boy who we can only hope takes after his mother.
Did you need something?
No. Appalling arrangements and hopeless endings and... Well, it's all very frightening. Surely you've not forgotten what happened to Mama.
I'm frightened. I dare say I would be a fool at this point not to be terrified. There is light to be found at their end.
She don't want it, no, does she?
It must be taxing.
Yeah, she's different.
What?
The game of pretend that you feel you must endlessly maintain.
Innit? I want to know if she actually believes it.
This is not just about finding the best match to impress Lady Whistledown, or the Queen,
or any member of the town. This is about a life.
I shall agree. On one condition.
You do not understand, Your Grace.
That you call me Simon.
Oh, he don't like being called the Duke.
To be courting. If this is to be a match like no other, then you should call me by my name. Is there something funny about my name?
It is funny. Simon's a funny name, isn't it? It is.
It's perfectly fine.
You don't like a Simon.
Fine. Very well. Nothing at all. Lady Danbury.
The Duke you have grown into. And the great Hastings shall continue
to make you a vow.
Oh, that he's not going to carry on the Hastings name.
I will never marry. I will never sire an heir. The Hastings line
ends with him.
Will die with me.
He's conflicted now, isn't he? Like, I think he's actually fallen in love with her and he wants to stick with his vow. I'm fully drawn into this programme as well, man. I've got so many on the go that I'm absolutely like pulled into. I'll never know which one to watch. Like, I just sit down and I'm thinking, which one should I put on every day? I'm always thinking like, this one's so good, honestly. Like, I just enjoy the storylines. Like, I can't understand. Well, I can understand, but like, I can't believe like these times like these, you know, where like women want to do their own thing and they're restricted because of the time that they live in. So, Daphne's sister, for example, she doesn't want to marry, she doesn't want to have kids. She wants to, it seems like she wants to go and get an education, and she can't. She's told she's got to stay there. She's just got to be a housewife, hasn't she? And like Daphne at such a young age, she can't even decide if she wants to be married or not. She was getting told that she had to marry that guy, and he's even coming with a contract to say, mate, look, we're getting married, like I've got it here. And it's just like, you don't even get to choose. I can't believe like the time, or it was a thing that like women, such to be honest, the way the women are treated in it, it's the way they dress up and all that, it's nice and it's elegant, but they are proper mad disrespected. They have no it's like they live for the men, which is mad. Like, it shouldn't be like that. And then obviously you've got the Duke, Simon, as now I found out his name is Simon. He had a stutter, didn't he, when he was younger, so he couldn't speak properly. And his dad pretty much, the stuff that his dad was saying to him was absolutely brutal. His mum died while he was giving birth to him, and obviously he was just left with his dad. And because he couldn't speak properly, his dad disowned him instantly. You're no son of mine, you know, you're an imbecile, you're all this, get him out my sight. Pretty much like palmed him away. Like, everyone thought he died. And then that woman, she found him, she brought him up, she said, you will speak, you know, like, I'm gonna bring you up, as long as whatever you do, you're going to own it. Do you know what I mean? And like I said, now he comes in, everyone stares at him, he owns a room, he's got a presence about him, and right, I think he's falling for Daphne as well. Like, you can tell that each time like they go in with each other there, he's always saying, no, I'm not doing this, or I'm not doing that, and then he always agrees to it, you know. And every time like they stood with each other, he's always smiling, he's laughing, he's dancing. And like at the end there, when other suitors was coming around and he was dancing, you could see that he had a cheeky smile and he was getting a little bit jealous, and he's enjoying looking at her. And then obviously we got that mad flashback there at the end where he went into his dad and he was saying, look mate, he pretty much hates his dad, didn't he? We found that instantly as soon as he got off the horse at the start. Like, he hates him, and he pretty much said, I'm never going to carry on this Hastings name, I'm never going to marry, and I'm never going to bear a kid. Your family name is going to end with me. That is like the worst thing somebody can do to a man of someone with such honour of a family name like that. And he ended up passing away in shock, didn't he? Well, he was dying anyway, but now he's literally, I think he's falling for Daphne, and he's conflicting now. Like, he knows that she wants to marry. That's her whole purpose. She wants to marry for love and a family. She doesn't want to marry because of the sake of marrying. And he's thinking, he could actually give it to her. I feel like he really feels it, like he wants to. But in the back of his mind, he's conflicted because he's like, I've decided this. I hate my dad. I've done this, and I promised this. But on the other side, he's like, but I've got Daphne, and I've got this, and I've got this, and she's great. But it's well interesting. Also, his mum, I'm terrible with names, but Daphne's brother, the one who was palming off all the suitors, who was going out with that girl at the start, who was a singer. She keeps mentioning, why don't you go to your girlfriend? Why don't you go to your girlfriend? You know, go back to your girlfriend, sort of thing. And I want her to be brought into the main light, regardless of where you're from. If you're poor, if you're, you know, rich, you should, no matter who you love, you should be together. So I want her to come in as well. I want him to walk around, show everyone off that this is a person that he loves, regardless of who she is. But I'm thoroughly enjoying this episode. So if you guys are enjoying the series as well, or if you've watched it, please let me know who your favourite character is. You know, that's not going to be a spoiler. You could just say, well, currently mine's Daphne's sister, the one that was smoking at the end, the one that said that she wants to go to university and not get married. She's currently my favourite. She seems dead normal. So yeah, please let me know who your favourite character is. And if you did enjoy today's video, please smash a like on it. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. Check the comments for upcoming series. And yeah, thanks very much for clicking my video today. Really do appreciate it. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.